Hello, sweetie baby loves, and welcome back to TTbyLex. It has obviously been quite a bit of time. I'm very excited to be back, and today we are going to be jumping into a purple martini look. So stay tuned and let's go make a cocktail. So the purple martini is a really fun, kind of dusty, deep purple drink, and let's get into it. So first we're gonna add ice. We're gonna build on top of this. I'm gonna take 3 ounces of gin or vodka. I chose this lemon infused gin. I made it myself, so that's why it's this color, but you don't have to. I just thought it added a nice flavor to the cocktail. I'm gonna add an ounce of cranberry juice. Try not to get a mixed cranberry juice. This is gonna help start building the purple color. And then I'm going to take half an ounce of grenadine to add a little bit of sweetness to the tartness of the cranberries, but then also assist with that purple color we're trying to make. Because next we are going to add our Blue Curacao. So Blue Curacao is a citrusy flavored liqueur that is very, very deep in blue color. I'm gonna use 3/4 ounces of that. If you want something that's probably gonna be a bit more purple, you could probably just use half an ounce, but I added that much for the flavor. I'm gonna add 3/4 ounces of sweet and sour mix. This one is homemade. You can buy it at the store. It tastes so much better when it's homemade. If you like a recipe, please comment down below. I'm gonna cover this up and we are going to shake it in my Boston shaker and then take off the top. I'm gonna place a strainer on top and I am going to take a chilled martini glass that I had ice sitting in and just go ahead and pour in that cocktail. I really do love making drinks on my days off, so go ahead and comment below and let me know what your favorite cocktail is, and it might end up on this channel next. After that, I'm gonna top this off with 7-Up. If you want a less strong drink, you can use 7-Up. If you want a virgin cocktail, you can use Sprite. I garnish with some blackberries, and there you have it, a purple martini. Hope you guys really like this. We have our cocktail. Now let's go get into this look. So this cocktail is more of a very deep purpley color. It's actually really clear when you see it up front. It reads almost black on camera. So I kind of wanted to do something that kind of mimics that, so a nice deep purple type of look. So let's get into it. We have our cocktail, so let's go ahead and start. Yeah, I spilled that. But not on my makeup, so it's okay, and these are not my finished clothes, so we're gonna be all right. So first thing I am going to do, my base is already on. I obviously am having some skin situations happening, but we're still working on it. So hopefully as you guys follow me through my channel, you'll see, the girl's skin get a little bit more popping as we go. I'm gonna start off with 2 bases. I have 2 bases from TTbyLex. I'm going to use room number 4 on the top part of my lid and this color in Vivid Violet on the lid to help build the purple color. Now, because that one's purple, it's definitely going to help build some color, a backdrop for my purple, a good backdrop for my purple, but then on top of that, it's also gonna help give me some more color in the eye. I'm also using the color that's closer to my skin shade or my skin tone, closer up to the brow, because I am going to carry color all the way up my eye, and I would be doing a disservice to myself and the makeup if I didn't consider this as I was building. If I just built purple, because again, like I said, I've done this look before. If I just used the purple all over the lid, it wouldn't really be the best backdrop for everything else. So with this, you really just want to pat it in until it gets tacky, and then once it's tacky, you've done your job. I'm also going to bring this into the inner corner of my eye because I want to make sure that I'm getting the best color possible, and I'll probably do a very nice inner corner highlight. So I go ahead and do both sides with the first color so I don't waste and don't blend it on my brush. I'm just using a flat brush to do this. If you want a specific brush, TTbyLex has a brush that this works very well for. little bit more. I haven't bought the brush because she's saving her coins this year. She's trying to have some financial freedom in 2021 because 2020 was interesante to say the least for all people. And I hope everybody's 2020 left you with something, good life lessons, good blessings, something, you know. Out of every bad situation, there's always something good that comes from it. Always remember that, okay? I have missed doing my makeup on film for quite some time. I did take a break because, I'm sorry, I'm distracted because my contour on this side is so harsh. Goodness, what was she thinking? Where was she going? Who is she? And why did she do it? Who is she? Priyanka, Drag Race joke. On this channel, look, you're gonna get a lot of Drag Race references because I actually got into makeup because of drag. I remember watching like RuPaul's Drag Race when it was back on Logo, so I'm like an OG fan. Like I started watching season 2. I want to say I was about maybe 13 when season 2 came out. And watched it ever since. And that was the season of Raven. Miss Raven, honey. And her makeup is always flawless. She's actually been the one who's currently been doing RuPaul's makeup recently. And if you are a makeup geek like I am and you just watch or you like to watch makeup videos, you would not be disappointed if you went and watched a Raven video because it is amazing. So I'm going to take this purple and put it all over my lid. Again, in those same patting motions. So I already did one eye pretty much on what I'm looking for. So it's really purpley. It's really kind of not as smoked out as I originally thought I was gonna do, but I thought that this just kind of like, this spoke, you know? This sent the messages that I wanted to send, you know? So this is going to be the look. So like I said, I actually originally got into makeup because of drag queens. So I'm very excited to be using the Alyssa Edwards palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think this palette is beautiful. I don't get a lot of use out of it, so I'm really excited to kind of play today, especially because I'm doing something that's a bit more purpley. I think this look is kind of me, you know, kind of fun. I'm lying. I like peaches and nudes and browns. But we're going to have fun today. So how I started was I'm going to start building my eye. I'm going to use BBDC from this palette, and I'm going to start building the shape of the eye. So taking this right into the crease and just tapping it all in very carefully because I don't like to wear extra powders. I have a lot of texture on my skin, and I have to be mindful of fallout because the color is so deep. So BBDC, and I love Alyssa Edwards. She's kind of like, as a Texas girl, knowing that she's a Texas queen, you know, it's very exciting to see, especially because she comes from something that's very local to me. I live in the DFW area. She is from Mesquite, Texas, which is also in the DFW area. So it's nice to see that a Texas girl has done so well for herself and been part of making such an amazing product. I'm really a fan of this palette. I think that it has really pretty color payoff. I'm trying to get this done like sooner than later, but sometimes like building your shape can take quite some time. So I'm gonna take this purple in, not really blending, just tapping for now, really trying to build the shape and also double checking to make sure that the shapes match. Again, this is not a fancy shape. I'm now gonna take in small circles, just really blending out this color around the edges to prep it for the next blend that I'm gonna add to it. The next color I'm gonna add, I wasn't expecting it to be as bright as it was, but I think it works out. I think the look is pretty. So I'm gonna take a fluffier brush, a little bit fluffier but still dense, and take the color Unicorn Tribe, which reads like really like as if it's gonna be like this mauve color, but look at that. Like it's more of a pink, right? You see that? It's more of a pink than it is. Again, same thing I was doing before. I'm gonna be much lighter because I don't want this blend to be as deep as the other one. But I am gonna take it all the way out, blend out those edges, which is gonna like be crazy to y'all because I am definitely gonna go back in and add back to that blend. So this is a technique called sandwiching that I actually learned from P. Louise, which is where you blend out, you take a fluffier brush the closer you get to your brow bone, right? But every time that you go in with a blend, you always want to make sure that you go back in with the original color that you started with so that you don't lose that color. Because it can be very easy to lose your color and then you won't get your blends. Your colors can get really muddy and mixed all up. And I don't want to do that. I still, because the drink is so dark, kind of want to keep that deepness of that purple. So things you're gonna hear me talk a lot about on this channel are going to be drag queens and Black-owned beauty products, because as a Black person, obviously, and a person who is a consumer of beauty products, obviously, I am a supporter of Black-owned businesses, and I get very excited when I see high-end, affordable, whatever it is, Black-owned beauty products on the market, because it shows that there's just such a space of diversity that's coming into the beauty field when they used to have to create a space for Black beauty products. A lot of times us finding our foundation shade was really us not being able to go to the drugstore, but we had to go to a MAC. And then if we went to a MAC, the color was red, or us trying to find colors that would really pay off on our skin. It was non-existent for quite some time, honestly. And I'm very excited, like in the last few years, there's been such a development, which I'm not gonna lie, I do think part of it came from, you have your Pat McGrath, who's been an icon in the industry, coming out with a palette. You have your Rihanna's launching lines, and then other like Black people in beauty coming out with all these brands, and us, the people realizing, oh, there's a market for this. Yeah, there's been a market for this. But it's very exciting to see that people are starting to take heed to that. I'm off my soapbox, but happy Black History Month. Be black, be black, black. I appreciate y'all.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and
all my kinfolk, I appreciate it. All right, so now that that's done, and I think I've gotten that blend to where I wanted to be, on my lid, like I said, Black-owned beauty products, I am going to use the Pat McGrath Ecstasy Subversive, eyeshadow palette. What I've learned with these palettes, and I've also seen Erica LaPerle use some of these palettes before. Got a really good tip that if you scratch the top layer a little bit, and you can also mix it with a liquid, a mixing medium, you can get much better payoff. But before I do that, I jumped the gun. Hold on. I gotta go in and set this cream color that I have on my eye. So I'm gonna take Believe out of this palette, which is a very beautiful, bright, matte purple. And I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Just packing that color in as close to the lash line as I can get. I think that when you're building a lid color, I always say focus on the lash line first. I think that that's an area that gets missed in a lot of looks, and people can tell. I know people will typically line there, but I just think, like, why not get all the way in there, you know? And then I'm gonna take this all the way over. Not all the way into my inner corner, but pretty close. I also think purple looks really pretty on brown eyes, so. I want to say the first video that ever got posted, which is like my intro from like literally, I want to say like maybe 2 years ago, has like a purple eye color. Purple is when I started to play in makeup, honestly. I think I used to do like this purple and turquoise thing when I used to be in a dance company. And I thought it was so cute. It was so unblended. It was so not cute. All right, I'm going to go back in again with the other shade, the deeper shade BBC, and build out on top of where I just laid the matte purple color. Because what I'm doing is I'm building a backdrop for the shimmer color that I'm going to place on top of it, but I don't want to lose that deep purple color that I've been working so tirelessly to build. Okay. Now with the same flat brush, I'm going to go into the Pat McGrath Subversive Ecstasy palette. And the color I'm using is Synthetica. I hope I said that right. Synthetica. Yeah, Synthetica. In the color Synthetica. And I will put all the products that I used in the description box, so that you guys can see. Now, if you cannot afford Pat McGrath, which a lot of people can't, let's just be honest, it is on the higher end as far as price point of makeup. I'm going to put this all over my lid. Sorry, I'm doing both. And I'm being very, very gentle because this can fall out. It is a shimmer color, and I did also scratch it to get it on. These palettes actually run at a cheaper price. They are smaller pans. They come in plastic, so you don't get like the very, very like super, if you're into the look of makeup, like if you collect makeup, I know that there are some people who do that. If you collect makeup, this may not be the best, like looking as far as aesthetic for yourself, but the colors, I mean, they're still Pat McGrath formula, right? They're still Pat McGrath, and they're just affordable. I think this is a beautiful palette. I think it's a fun color. I think that all the products she's put out have been really, really amazing. My sister fake, because she bought me a Christmas gift and then didn't buy me a Christmas gift, but it's cool. They didn't send me my color, but it's fine. She's fake. I'll remember that. I called my mom and nobody wanted to support me on this, so whatever. And after that color's on, again, same thing. Taking that same color I had before and blending on top of that. And boom, then you just do your check, make sure everything's even, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm gonna go put on lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I added some lashes. I smoked out my bottom lash line a little bit, the smallest amount, with BBDC as well. And put a little brown liner on. I didn't really put any top liner on. I didn't think the look called for it. I think that this is enough. So time for highlighter. So for highlighter, I'm going to use the Artist Couture in Broadway. I really like this color. I got this color as an addition to something else that I bought. Like I bought a Christmas pack and it came with like a lip gloss, a lipstick, and I bought the highlighter Yes, which is really one of my favorites. I love that one. I'm gonna put this on my cheeks, right at the tip of the top of my cheeks, right here. Like, come on. And I'm doing a little on this side too. I want to give it. I said I didn't want to go crazy with the highlight, but it happens. And I'm gonna put the smallest amount in the center. I usually take my pinky. I'm gonna rub off a little bit of the excess because I think I got too much. And I'm just going to blend this up. And I'm also gonna pull it across my brow bone and then take the little that I wiped off on my arm and put it up top of my brow bone so I get a whole moment. And the one that I put down the center, I'm just gonna take my pinky, kind of smooth it out. I don't like to do too much to my nose. I like to do a little bit there and then a small amount on the top. Just a little highlight. I think that's enough highlight. So I'm gonna go into blush now. Purple's complementary color is orange. So I'm gonna take an orange color. I am gonna go all over my face. This brush has a little bit of just regular face powder on it. Again, because I am getting a little greasy. And I'm gonna take the Baby Got Peach palette by ColourPop, and I'm going to take the color Okurr, yeah, and use that as a blush. I put quite a bit on the brush. I like blush. I get excited with blush, so I'm gonna take that. Oh, that's pretty, and just put that all over. I am like, the more blush, the better. Now, under my foundation, I do have the Danessa Myricks paints. And I want to say the one I have on today is Dusty Rose. And that's the one I'm wearing. But I like a nice orange blush. I'm just going to put that over pretty much everywhere on my face. I think blush gives life to the skin. Little on the forehead. And boom, she's blushy. Line my lips with the NYX Professional matte liner in This is just a brown, I think. Downtown Beauty is the name of this color, Downtown Beauty. And I'm gonna overline a little bit, just a kiss, just a little bit. I'm going to take Maybelline's Nude Embrace Matte and place that over my lips. On top of that, I'm gonna take Dose of Colors on Repeat. This is the Brooklyn Born Aaliyah MAC color. I think that's everything. I'm cute. So this is the final look, and I'm not mad at it at all. I think it came out really, really nice. I think it came out really, really pretty. Obviously, I don't have on any earrings or anything like that for you guys to kind of see what it would look like if I was to go out, because I'm really just about to go do some editing, honestly. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed the cocktail. I hope you guys enjoyed the look. Please comment below if you guys have any cocktails you would want to see me make, if you have any suggestions, if there are any specific liquors that you would want to do. Thank you for joining me for the liquor. Thank you for joining me for the looks. I'm very excited of what is to come out of 2021 on this channel as well as outside of this channel. Always drink responsibly. If you're under the age of 21, don't be drinking at all. If you're in the US, it is illegal. I do not support that habit. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Cheers and smooches. I will see you next week on Thursday at 5 o'clock here. I'm very excited. Very excited, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. See you.